You got the promo?
Somebody in your car, in a house, on a highway. Jonesy in the flyway. Show your volume up, it's a party. We can do it again and again. Come on in, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get it moving like, hey.
What up, Jonesy?
Hey, what a way to start a day. Go and say hi, she on her life. She told it. Mouth too slick, too slick, too slick. Hey, Jonesy. Let's take from me, girl. It's Jonesy in the morning. Jonesy in the morning. With shade and laughter, shade and laughter me. Na 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 na. In the morning.
Good morning, my people. Giddy, it's glitching bad. I almost wanted to just stop.
I heard it.
So what is it?
Is there anything going on weird in your... Do a speed test on your computer for me.
What?
Go to a browser and do speedtest.net. I want to see if you dropped again.
No, I don't want to do that right now.
Okay, don't do it right now.
I don't feel confident in my ability to.
I'm confident in your ability. What are you going to do?
You bake cakes in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
You bake cakes in the middle of the night. Your judgment is off. And how was it, by the way? For those of you that missed Jonesing After Dark first of all, who missed Jonesing After Dark last night? This man baked a whole cake, butter pecan with chocolate frosting, and didn't make enough for the rest of the class.
Well, I made enough. I just couldn't give it to you. It was dynamite.
Did you say dynamite?
Yeah.
Like groovy.
It was great. But let's see how it goes. But I might have to slide over into that computer if it starts going crazy, though.
Pause. And the glitching, as long as the glitching don't happen with the talking, I guess we'll be all right. Hi, babes. Hey, babies. Hello, my loves. Giddy, show us the cake.
It's cut down.
Oh. You got a slice? Can you show us this? Oh, no, don't do that.
Then that means I'm going to eat it.
No. They asked me to see it in the chat.
Oh, I didn't take a picture. I mean, it's cut.
All right.
Before the end of the show, I'll cut another slice and I'll show.
All right. Thank you. Good moms say bad words. What an inspiration I am.
I like that shirt.
Thank you. One of the guys, Coach Dan from Manalapan, was making shirts when I first got back to radio, and he sent this over. I guess so I could talk about it. I don't know. Anyway, people, good morning. How are y'all feeling? Today, I'm about to do the roll call. I don't know. Do we like the little earrings today or the ghetto girls?
So here it goes. Wait. How am I going to show this?
Lift it up and turn the inside. Yummy, yummy. Thank you, Giddy. Giddy gonna get it. Now that you've gotten us all hungry. Which one? The ghetto girl or the ghetto girl or the little? I can't even see the little with all this shit on the thing. I think I gotta go with the ghetto girl. I can't even do a Brenda, Elaine. Carmen is the lotion. I'm very dry and dehydrated this morning, but we here. I'm sorry, Mr. John. You're going to have to find your own. That cake is spoken for. Everybody got, thank you, Georgiana, the ghetto girls. Nikki said Jones and After Dark was good with Mike Sean. Oh, let me send him his money. Thank you. And anyone that didn't pay their tithes last night because my Cash App stopped allowing, feel free. I was the one that sent the $1.24 to even out my account. Thank you. All right, let's get started with a roll call. We got 92, but I'm confident that in the next 2 minutes, we're going to have 100. So we're going to start with the roll call. And again, I thank you guys for being here. Good morning, Miss C. Miss C is number 1 today. Miss C is in first place this morning. Hold on, I got to send the email. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, guys. Thank you for your grace.
Jonesy, they're still saying they can't send you Cash App. I thought it would be clear by today.
My goodness. Cash App is keeping me from being great. All right. Well, if you can't, you can't. But thank you for, look, the fact that you're even trying means the world to me. So we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. It'll be freed up at some point. But thank you. Let me applaud you guys for your kindness. And your grace. All right, so Miss C is number 1. Carmen Jones, y'all both logged in at 8:07. I'm sorry for being late too, because y'all would have been here on time if the thing was open. Carmen Jones, good morning. The 9. I'm gonna always sing that when I say your name. Elaine Williams, good morning, my friend. Millennials here. Sherelle, good morning. All right, I'm not going to get demonetized because of you, Mr. Tavares, but good morning. Hey, Natalie. Way Out Jack, good morning. Kim, our moderator. Thank you. And Anita is here. Live, love, life, love. Live, loves life fully. Good morning, Live, loves. Ms. Kamika, good morning. And Thrift the Runway. Good morning, everybody. Ronnie Head, welcome. Reginald, John, Ulysses. Ulysses, were you in last night? Rid My, good morning. And Nick Music, how you doing? Christina Mitchell, good day. Kim White, Georgiana, my friend. Two Girls Mom, good morning. Two Girls and Grayson sponsored yesterday's Jones and After Dark. I just have to tell you that. Mo James, good morning. Everybody's stuff is sent out except for Kathleen and Big R and Tynero and Shea Bella. If you're in here, I owe you something. Grayson, have to run errands, so I won't be able to watch the show live, but have a great show. Everyone have a great day. Okay, thank you, Grayson. Is that Jassy? JSI, is that Jazzy9? Oh, I Glow. Disco Nika and Garcelle are all here. All right, I feel comfortable to start. DJ Elvo 11, good morning, welcome. And even if you're not in the chat and you're here watching, thank you. I know some people are multitasking, so it's enough that you're here. Nikki Blue, hey boo. Hey boo's hey. Hi, Dr. Owens. Hey, Tim. And Tegan Gal, what up? Jodeci, it's been so long since you've been gone. I gotta find another one. I'm gonna sing to you this morning, but I'm not going all out. So, guys, you guys are responsible for me. We have to be responsible for each other. And yesterday, you guys let me go way too far out. Way too fucking far out. Yesterday's show was on fire, but it was way too much. It was way too much, and it's way too much for what I have upcoming. So, in that spirit, I made yesterday's show private. I know, and I could have been at like 3,000 easy, because we were at 1,600 before we even went after dark. But I can't. And whoever it was in the chat that said, can somebody send her a list of battles to actually take? That was the funniest, but that was the best advice. Because even though I doubled down on what I said that happened to me and my friend at Crab A, and that the management and the owner failed us, I absolutely believe that. I went really, really far. I went far. I went very, very. Hi, Ancy. Hey, Rhonda Walker. Brown Karma. And I think the world is okay. Mimi's here, so we can start the show. Hi, Jim Bea. Natika Rentas, good morning. Star Gemini, did I say hi to you already? Tommy Jones, I think I said. And Ms. Elena is here. All right, so somebody sent me something. Hi, Kendra, did I say hi to you? I don't know. Tranquil's here, good morning. Brandy, 4243, hey, boo, hey. What time does Jonesy After Dark start? I saw the tail end. Carmen, look, it need not. It started at 8 and it went, how long did we go? To like 9:30, 10? John, I look forward to the show every day too. So thank you. Let me clap it up for you for saying that. I don't know what this is, but I can tell you that it brings, we got 111. Everybody make a wish or say a prayer. It brings me joy. Hope we continue to grow and be mentally healthy and safe, and know that our kids are safe and our family and our parents are safe and healthy and well taken care of. Hi, Anna. Anna G is here. Orem, am I saying it right? Orem from Georgia. Welcome. You're new here to the chat. Have you been watching and just now jumping in double dutch? Brenda. Thank you, Elaine. Elaine started the lunch collection. Everybody follow suit. Can't do Cash App. You're gonna have to do Zelle. Because let me go on live real quick. Let people know that we are here real quick. Maybe I'll put it over there. And that way I don't have to keep going from side to side like this. Let me see how this looks. Let me see if this will pick me up. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, they're there. You guys are here. All right. And maybe if I slide to the right, then it looks like I'm talking to the same. Okay. It's like singing when they tell you focus on a spot on the wall. And people will think that you're looking at them and singing at them. Is the lighting okay? Do I look a little dark? All right, give me a second. Someone sent me a video of Cameron doing something. Yeah, it says the payment from Georgiana failed. And now I'm taking issue with Cash App. They probably think we got a Ponzi scheme going on. Good morning, everybody on Instagram. Can you come and join us on youtube.com at Pink Champs the Show? Good morning. We're here, 130 deep, waiting for y'all. Let me see where she sent this at.
This is the most anticipated smart security camera of the year. No internet connection needed.
They told me to go 11 minutes in. Oh, this is the camera with the mace thing?
Make sure that you guys were in the studio together. So I was like, damn, somebody that mace actually fucks with. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You know what I'm saying?
From Lottie days.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, that's what, you know, when Mace tells me a story, because we was like, how did Shine get the name Shine Poe? And I asked Mace this, and he's like, because Mace, look, even though this is like my best friend, this nigga's just so, he got to be in the mood. He's one word. So I said one word you to death. Two words. I said, yo, how did he get the name Sean Poe? He said, nigga HUD, man. So I'm like, what do you mean the nigga HUD? He says, nigga HUD running around with, I got him in Atlanta. Next thing I know, he with Sean, and he supposed to be down here with me. He said, we on the elevator. I'm thinking me and HUD getting off the elevator. He talking about, y'all know I'm going with Poe. I'm looking at HUD, talking about, what you mean you going with Poe? You
What
damn
hit you with murder?
What up?
One. Uno.
All right, I can't. I don't know what I was supposed to be watching, but I can do a bunch of nervous laughing. And I don't even. It probably is a great podcast, but for me, coming from the school of broadcast, I can't. Like, I need structure, because what's funny to y'all and the inside jokes, we're sitting here like, is it just me? Or Giddy said no. It's too much of the.
Nope, it's definitely not.
Right, you got.
It's like they're trying to make studio laughter, but it's really them. Like they're trying to force you to laugh. You know, it's fake.
And tell me what it is. I'm sure that he has the memory in his head of what happened in the elevator, right? But you got to be mindful. This is why I say everybody with Wi-Fi and a microphone does not a great podcaster make. And for the life of me, I don't understand why these guys, but for selling millions of records back in the day, why they're getting these deals and they don't even know how to. And I'm not talking about them specifically. I'm not, because I've never watched their stuff in entirety. So I'm not even in a position to make an educated opinion about whether or not, I don't even know what the name of that podcast is. The one with Cam in them. Not Cam Newton, Cameron. Why they're getting these big deals. They're getting these big deals based on, I guess, that they were celebrities or they are celebrities and not necessarily on the content. And then you got people like me that actually take the time to walk you through and do a great story tell, not just tell some stories. There's a difference between a story tell and telling some stories. Right. You got to paint the picture. You got to assume people are blind, people weren't born, and you've got to make it relative to something they can visualize. And you got to do, well, I used to do it in 3-minute breaks, right? I'm the fucking GOAT. I used to do that shit in 3-minute breaks. Let me applaud myself. Hold on.
Legend, not a legend. Remember that. Legend.
There's definitely an art and a skill to that. And I mean, maybe, you know, times have changed and you don't need the art and the skill. I don't believe that. I believe that you guys are accepting what you get. And because that's all you're getting from these people, you think that's the status quo, right? Until someone like me or my peers come along that actually know how to do what I'm doing. And then you're like, wow, we never knew. Oh, wow. So, you know, who is this Charger City? What? All right, we're not doing I don't know who you are. I'm sure you mean well, but you are banned. And I'm not being demonic. I see where it's headed. And what you won't be up in here is a distraction. You don't get to come in here and wish people good blessings. That sounds weird. You don't get to come up in here without introducing yourself and letting us know who you are. Just sit back, watch, and stop trying to jump in comments and make yourself known because you come in with some Jesus blessings. For all we know, you could be burning candles. Did I put that candle out last night? I hope I did. Oh yeah, I was about to say I needed to sing for you, but I need to find a good song. Hi, Kissa. Good morning. So I don't even know what that was supposed to be. I don't want to even.
What up?
One.
So when he was telling me this and elaborating this shit to me, I'm like, he got some love for you, but Murder. So Murder says it's Poe.
I still don't even get the all right, I can't. Moving on. Hi, Tanette. A-Live and Jacqueline Tucker is here. And Desmond, hi. Yep, I'm on Instagram too, but I'm trying to convince everybody from IG to come on over to YouTube so we can get in the habit of that. Hi, Seneca. Yeah, it was just a bunch of giggling. John said Mace is whack too. John Bayer said they do that laugh all the time. It's like, I want to laugh. We all want to laugh, but you got to bring us inside, right? Tanette said, I feel the same way. They're stupid. Natalie says, I'm not a fan of that podcast. I don't think it's funny. Some people do, so I just chalk it up to I'm not their target audience. I don't understand. I haven't seen it in its entirety, but that little part right there, I don't have that type of time to sit and try and figure out what was funny, who Poe is, why Poe is important. Right, millennials say a bunch of grown men giggling. We send girls with gats. This is what we do. This is who we is. This is how it goes down here. John said a duo of whack juice. Let me put the comments up because they're bringing street convo into publications. And I guess that's fine, but we still need to know. We need a reference. Who said you thirsty? Yeah, everybody. No, but I'm not saying you thirsty. Everyone with a microphone and Wi-Fi don't deserve a podcast. Right. Nick Music and you a dude. He said it reminds him of being in the 7th grade lunchroom. And I haven't watched Jada and Joe, so I don't even know. Hey, Ox, good morning. If that's similar or not. I just know Joe's style of storytelling, like a lot of his shit don't be actual. I think he's forgotten and he's entitled, right? He's been around a long time. He be making shit up sometimes. I'm just not impressed with a lot of it. After 6 years of teleworking from home, I'm back in the office this week. Oh, is that good or bad? I was exhausted. I saw the notification, but I couldn't get up. I was tired, but love the club. Jonesy After Dark segment. Well, welcome back to work, the routine. I don't know what they're trying to prove after 6 years. I don't know whose idea that is, but is it better for you? Are you glad? Or it's something about grown men gossiping? And so, yeah, I agree. Although I know that back in the day at the cab, whatever you call it, the cab house, where all the cab drivers used to sit and wait for a call to come in, I'm sure they was gossiping, but it just felt different. Maybe I need to see cigar smoke something or another to make it more masculine. I don't know. Jet Black, look at you. That's how Joe Bum Podcast is too, the white boy laughing thing. And getting millions of dollars. Well, my goal is to be the female of that, the black woman of that, and not going down that gossip route. I don't want to be the black female gossip. I'd rather just be the black female entertaining. A little bit of buffoonery, a little bit of serious, a little bit of stuff to get you through your day, and a little bit of stuff to grow on. Which, by the way, Nina from Dr. CB texted. I just saw. The Giggle Gang. Yes. Hard Body. Yeah, the Giggle Gang. And I wonder, do they listen back to the show afterwards to see how they could have done it better? Or do they just move on? Is there like a producer to tell them guys, to someone that just tuned on, they don't know what the hell, they don't know who the hell, and they are probably wondering why the hell. So let's give them the why before they leave and say goodbye. Hi, Arthur. Why are you calling me Tarsha like you know me, boy? We've never met. You don't get to call me Tarsha. You are getting Jonesy. Every retired rapper and athlete is getting and doing a podcast. I'm a blogger or I'm a podcaster. Hey, Chop Girl, right in time. See, now, usually people that try to call me Tarsha that I don't know, I feel like, and tell me if I'm wrong and I'm jumping down your throat. You trying to make a statement or you trying to get too familiar or what is that? What is that? What is you coming in here calling me Tarsha? What was the purpose? I'll wait. Another conversation going is it's all about control with these companies bringing back in office. I agree. Black Magic, how you doing? Wolfman, good morning. And how's your son, Black Magic? They were talking about Shine and Mace both messing with Brandy at the same time. That's what I figured because that's what my girlfriend was alluding to. But she said skip. She told me skip past to 11 minutes, which means, and I did, and I'm still not catching it. Like it's too much giggling and bull. Like, are y'all 12? Nick Music, right? And you know what part of that refusing to grow up is? The shame with aging. What do we say here? Hashtag own your grown. Be glad, because just like that, look at those two pilots yesterday. That was the news cycle yesterday. We're still in disbelief, many of us. All right, so guys, come over to YouTube, please, at Pink Champs the Show. All right, I ended that. Ended that nonsense. Kim, you explaining to Arthur, y'all mad at people laughing and making money at the same time. The show is good and they've been around before the deals. All right, so Vintage, I need you to calm the fuck down because, first of all, nobody is mad. And it's people like you that are labeling people like us that have opinions or don't understand or don't maybe necessarily enjoy it or trying to figure it out, painting us in a bag as haters. Because that's the next step. Y'all mad. Y'all haters. Don't bring that bullshit in my life ever again. Nobody's mad. It's a beautiful day. We're all chilling, just talking, and I was trying to do something and sharing it. So knock it the fuck off. Nobody's mad at people laughing and making money at the same time. Nobody cares that they're making money. They should be making money. We all should be making money. Hopefully you're making money, because I ain't paying you. And you hear every day, obviously you're getting something out of it. So knock it off. You're trying to make a debate where there's no need for one. Simply trying to understand and expressing that goofy giggling when you're trying to get in and understand what's going on. You just tuned in. It's a distraction. And yes, I stand 10 toes down when I say everybody with some Wi-Fi and a microphone don't need to be doing a podcast, Vintage. Nikki said, get the likes up. It's because they have to fulfill them contract deals since rapping isn't working. And you know what? And that's fine, because maybe they are done with the rapping, or maybe because the structure of what the industry is, they don't. I'm just saying, if you want to grow the show, you're going to get your, we call them P1s in radio. People that just fuck with you and they're going to be there regardless. They don't care. Or that they fuck with the station and they're going to listen regardless. You just happen to be there. But if you want to grow it, just some little tweaks. That's all that was. Nobody's mad. Nobody's like, what are you talking about? I don't even understand why you're talking. You need to learn how to communicate better, Vintage. You want to come up so you could defend yourself and not have to type it? You need to learn how to communicate better and know when is and when is not the time to create a challenge. First thing in the morning on my show is definitely not the time for you. Oh, Arthur Melendez. Okay. All right. So sorry I missed you in attendance. Got you now. Millennial said, look at what you're talking about. You're not supposed to be talking about no woman you dealt with. Right. That's the other thing. Although my nosiness, I don't mind that part. But I get where you're coming from. Some people will feel like that's corny. Hey, I'm not even trying to compare myself to them. I'm just saying I know what I need when I'm jumping in trying to, catch up with a podcast or catch up in a conversation. I need some backstory. And I stayed on thinking I was going to get it. And I just kept getting more nervous laughter. So Judge Shady Court, thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate that. I'm sorry about that. That comment right there. Kathleen, did you get I need your address. Can you email me your mailing address? Look at Nick's comment. Right. Nobody's mad. Not debating. Just saying it's not for us. Exactly. The day is beautiful. Yes, I'm making money every day. I'm here to support. Okay, you say that, but you jumping out of a window that wasn't even open. Nobody's mad. Like, stop. That's, in my opinion, that's you going against creating hostility. Do that on your page. Don't do it on mine. The way you can support me is by, why am I cursing? Because you've been disrespectful. Disrespecting the room. That's why. You're accusing people of being mad when people this is a free space for people to say how they feel. And you or anybody that feels like you, looks like you, sounds like you, talks, walks like you, don't get to come in here and shame people for having an opinion.
So Jonesy, Vintage is on the line.
Okay.
Go ahead, Vintage.
First of all, good morning. second of all, yes, I am making money every day. For you to be coming out and speaking this way, trying to play people.
I'm not playing you. I'm not playing you. I'm not playing you.
Like, you
I'm
are
not playing you.
But
you're not. But you're not going to do is come in here and make people feel bad.
What is all of that for?
I can't even hear you because you're yelling.
Vintage.
Lower. If you want me to hear you, I can't hear you because you're yelling. You hype.
Vintage, you're yelling. She can't.
Child, I can't even hear you. You better off going back to typing.
Vintage, she can't hear you because you're yelling. Vintage, stop yelling.
She's angry today. She had a long night, probably.
You can't curse at everybody. You act like you bad.
Okay, I'm going to take executive decision, and I'm going to remove this.
No, you don't have to remove the call. She's just.
Say what she feel like saying, and that be the end all be all.
But Vintage, nobody can hear you what you're screaming.
Right. Tell her that. Tell her that. We can't hear you. If you want to be heard. Child, you so hype for no reason. It's the first thing in the morning. Nobody feels like fighting and screaming. And I can curse if I want to because you jumping out with laughing emojis like you laughing at somebody and telling them that what they're feeling, that they're mad. Don't tell me what the hell, who the hell, how I can talk. Don't do that. Don't do that. And if you want to have a conversation, stop yelling because the phone will not allow me to hear you. If I can't hear you and it's just sounding like static, then I'm going to disappear you. I don't have no problem letting her have her say, but what you're not going to do is play in my face and then act like I didn't see what I saw. And you don't get to come on here and dictate policy and she can call in. She just has to talk lower and calm down. And the money over morality mentality is destructive and anti-community, and we don't need any more of this. Oh, it's another Kathleen. Okay. Oh, you was about to get somebody else's merch. Thank you for the honesty. Carmen, no, I wouldn't lay you out. I'm not trying to lay nobody out, but I'm not going to let anybody lay any of us out either. YouTube, what do you mean don't shame people for being here every day? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know why she's mad. She was a hater the whole time, acting like she wasn't. She was arguing with herself because I'm not engaged. Yes, authentically, Lola, it's too early for all of that. All of that is bigger than what just happened 10, 15 minutes ago. That was coming from someplace else.
Would you like to continue this conversation right now?
Only if she can talk, because I don't want to be yelled
at.
Yeah,
I just explained to her that she has to calm down.
Yeah, I can't even hear her like that.
Go ahead, Vintage.
You are not going to minimize me as a person, talk about if I'm making money and because you're not paying me. You spew out shit.
Well, I wasn't trying to minimize you. I was just trying to make it clear.
Sitting here on YouTube begging for money.
I wasn't trying to minimize you. I
have a really good job. I make a lot of money. I make a lot.
Okay. I'm glad for you. I wasn't trying to minimize you by saying that. I was just trying to explain because you're in there putting laughy emojis at me. I'm considering it at me, right? Saying, oh, y'all just mad because it's not from, they're making money and it's not from old deals. So in my opinion, you drew blood first. You brought up finances and they weren't even yours. You talk about those men's pockets to me. Like, I'm mad. That's where that came from. So once again, be mindful of the shit you started making a comment to me. You started this. So if you don't like my clap back, then pay attention to your first blood draw. And as far as the good money you make, I'm happy for you. As far as me begging, I really shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to. Everybody knows how this whole thing goes. And since you feel that way that I'm begging, why don't you just leave? Just leave. It's been contentious with you and I since you started here. And yet you still come back. So you need to ask yourself, if you feel this strongly that the person you're watching every day, that the person you're coming in and helping moderate is a beggar, what does that make you? Why are you here? Either you're a hypocrite or what's really going on? Jonesy said, let Jesus Christ. Oh. Right, B-dubs, right. I mean, she's felt this way all along. She's always coming under the guise of a Nicki conversation to take jabs at me and try and knock me down a peg or two. Good morning, unintentional. It is. It's the most ridiculous. People say shit, and then when you say something back, then it's, how dare you? You the one begging for money. I shouldn't have to. Pay as you weigh. And it's okay. And again, if you feel that way, get out and don't come back. I'm begging for money. You begging to moderate. Go away. Go back to the other place then. Rhonda, well, sometimes as time goes on, hi, Tracy. Maybe you realize what's not a fit for you anymore. We don't need that toxicity in our communities any longer. People can earn how they feel. Hi, Emily. I don't know. Thank you, Big R. What? Right. That's the real question. Why are you here? Why are you here, Vintage? You got a lot of animosity towards me. So why are you here? Talking about who the fuck? What? Who are you talking to, girl? But I knew at some point it would bubble up and reveal itself. I knew. Sometimes you just got to wait it out. It was red flags. She had an opportunity to have a conversation, but chose to get on the line and ramble and be nasty because she felt offended when I mentioned her earning income. But she took no second thought as to how I would take her putting laughing emojis, right? Because I'm the only one that was talking about it. She's putting laughing emojis saying that I'm mad because they're making money and I'm not, I guess. I don't know. Like, stop. You're not innocent in this. You started, you got it. And now you calling in screaming, sounding crazy over a position that, again, you're not even being paid for. You calling me a beggar, but you're the assistant to the beggar. So, like, yeah. But I felt this energy early on. That's why I moved you, if you're even still in here, moved you off of coming up with comments, with entertainment reporting. That is why. So I'm not surprised. I'm not going to say I was waiting for it, but I definitely was. She was one of the moderators. How do I unmoderate it? How do I unmoderate it? It is personal. It is personal. And I don't know why, because I don't know her. Believe when people show you who they are. That's what today's lesson is going to be. Yep. Anger, frustration, and nobody asked her to come for me. You don't have to always agree, but right. If it was a misunderstanding, she wouldn't be angry. Yeah, but because she knows where she's coming from when she makes her jabs. And maybe it's because I don't pay attention to them. So when you're trying to be heard or you're trying to make a point to somebody and they are ignoring it or you're not getting a response, then you go a little further and a little further. And truth comes out when you're mad again. So again, if I'm begging and you moderating the beggar, I don't see begging for money. I see this as black money being well spent with a black woman. What is the problem? I love the community building. Thank you, Trinero. Here's the problem. Is her vintage's view that keeps communities not thriving, right? Any other culture, you don't even have to ask. They know when they come together and somebody's doing something, donate. I don't even have to. Because most of you do on your own, right? But why make that a shameful thing? You're here getting entertainment. This is not standard radio that's free. And hell, the report I saw yesterday with all the companies, the radio stations filing bankruptcy now because they're losing money, right? This may be the podcasting and the streaming may be the only way for you to have that type of entertainment and not be forced to listen to music. So somebody's got to pay for it, right? You're here for 3 hours to be entertained, to be informed, to be healed, to get a smile on your face, to get some information, right? What's the harm in being compensated for that? It's not. But people like Vintage make it be. They make it be dirty. So she was trying to shame me. And my question is, you obviously felt away from the beginning. So why weren't you grown enough to just leave and remove yourself? Why you keep coming back? If that's how you felt. And right, people make lots of money doing what I'm doing. But now I guess I'm supposed to feel embarrassed or let's get them cash apps up, by the way, y'all. And them, well, not the cash apps today because they won't let us get any more. Thankful to you guys showing up for me last night at Jonesy After Dark. Cash app can't take it. So let's find an alternate method. Chachi, I'm sorry. I did not mean to raise your pressure. That was not my intent this morning. Yesterday was something else, but not this morning. Miss C, let's move on from this conversation. Right, we didn't even get to the cut water yet. Yeah. Well, look. Let me, Tuesday Truth. I mean, I guess. It's crazy. People they can't take it. They dish. Sakina. Oh, thank you, Sakina. Sakina says she sees the growth. Thank you, Akissa. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. You can't show division within the team. I had problems with this before. Yeah, I mean, I don't. again, making an observation, some footage that a friend sent me this morning, asking me to watch. And then I get, I guess, clowned by one of my former moderators. And I guess I wasn't supposed to respond. And when I did, it was, I think, Giddy, did she say something to the effect of, no, she thinks she's so big and bad. Did she say that?
It was a bunch of screaming. I don't
And
even
she
know
can
what
curse
it
at
was.
people. And so that's from yesterday. So you were sitting in here yesterday watching, feeling like who this bitch thinks she is. I wish she would try to curse me out. That's what she was feeling yesterday.
Well, Vintage, like I told you on the phone, I'm sure you're in here. As a producer here, it's my responsibility to remove you two from each other right now because you're not doing anything but screaming. We were trying to have a conversation. You didn't want to have a conversation. So I don't know what to tell you. You can be mad at me all you want. And I go.
No, let's talk about people like that in our lives. Like what they're really in our lives for. Let's get some growth out of what just happened. I was talking about something, and maybe this is it. Ask the mogul. Maybe you have the answer. Hey, Al. Talking about something, the camera on in the podcast, and I couldn't get to, I guess, the part that my friend who sent it wanted me to hear beyond their giggling. And I started talking about how you can't even understand if you're just coming in, you don't understand what the joke is. And they keep giggling and nervous laughter and getting off topic. And I just couldn't do it. And I said, this is why sometimes people that got Wi-Fi and microphones is not a good podcast to make. But I also said, I can't be saying that because I've never watched an episode in its entirety to even judge. I said that. I said, but in that little clip, because sometimes all you get with my attention span is a little clip. If I can't get it, I'm moving on. And then Vintage came in typing all hot and heavy, talking about, oh, y'all just mad because you're not making money and they're making money and it ain't from old deals. Let me go back. Can I go back in the thing and find her, the post? And then put laughing emojis, right? So what does that mean? What does that mean? The person whose page you're supposed to be moderating, you putting laughing emoji, you laughing at me because I'm the one that just said the shit, right? And you didn't clarify and say, and I'm not talking about you, Jonesy. And I don't care if you are talking about me, but what you're not going to do is put the laughing emojis and talk about, and it's not from old deals. Because I said, I think they're getting deals, podcast deals, based on who they were musically from the old record deals. So you saying all of that slickness, and then when I clap back, now you want to call in and start yelling, who the fuck, who did that? You talking to, and you talking to you directly. Nobody but you. You think you tough. Don't have to be tough. Like I said yesterday, everybody got guns. Everybody got cousins. I got new ones. Everybody got mouth. You got mouth. I got mouth. But you drew blood first. And then you get offended. Then she got offended when I said, I don't know if you're working, if you're making money, because I know I'm not paying. That she took offense to that. Why would you take offense to that when you just told me I'm mad because they're making money and you put laughing emojis? So you get to stab and I don't get to stab back? And that wasn't even really a stab. That was light. I was just clarifying it. Right. Even the devil goes to church. She brought the finances up first. If you're getting offended, if you're going to get offended by some shit that you know is touchy, why it's okay for you to try and offend me? Just look, I'm so glad that you revealed to me what I've been feeling all along. I just was waiting. Like I said, that's why I stopped bringing you up, because I felt it. I didn't know what it was I was feeling about you, but I said, she's not here for me. She's not here for me. You're not here for me. I don't know what you were here for. I don't know if it was to get people to follow you on your, I don't know. I don't even know how that world works. What's for you is for you. What's for me is for me. But I knew it was just a matter of time. Sometimes all you got to do is sit back and watch. Peace be still. And the enemy reveals themselves. Now, the other part, y'all want to talk about why she's so enamored by celebrities. Why don't you call back and answer their questions? So I don't speak for you. So I don't misspeak for you. Why don't you call back, Vintage? Because people want to know why you always on artist shit that you ain't never met. Why you always spend a lifetime defending people you ain't never met. That's what they're asking. And I know you're still listening. Miss C, yes, the Zelle is still working. Thank you for asking. Yep. It starts out as one thing, and then it turns into something else. And that has always been the case with me. And sometimes I'm like, no, but this has been my friend since high school. It always starts out one way, and then something changes along across time. Kitty, how do I do this? The moderator stuff. I don't even know how I did it to begin with.
You got to go into your studio. I was getting ready to go do it, but I don't want to mess up the live. Let me go try to do it.
All right. Hey, cousin Ashley, how are you? Jonesy, I saw it coming. That's why I asked about her last on your show. I felt it coming too. Thank you, Nick Music. Yay. Y'all know what that means. We surpassed our goal, 204. Yeah, let's talk about it. Everybody can grow up. Believe when people show you who they are. And from the first time, it was a rub. And it was, I think it had to do with Nicki Minaj, probably. I don't know, because we haven't had much more conversations. We never talk privately. But I brought her up to talk about something. And instead of her, and I thought it was maybe she didn't understand the assignment. So I emailed and I said, you know, when you do this, I'm asking you to give the stories and then I comment, right? Because I know that she was giving stories, part stories, and then saying, in my opinion. And I'm saying people aren't here for your opinion. And that's no shade. They're coming here. I think y'all come here for my foolishness, in my opinion. So you can still have your opinion, but I need you to get through the story first. And then I give my opinion. And then if there's time, you can give your opinion. But it kept becoming that. She comes up, she gives like one line of a story, not the full story, one line of a story. And then other stories she didn't know. I think I was asking her, I was too old school for her liking. She was like, oh, no, I don't really know about that. And I don't really know about that. Y'all remember early on. I'm not familiar with that. but in my opinion. So I sent the email explaining it in writing what it is I was looking for. And then brought her up again. And it was the same thing. And then I emailed and said, did you even look at the email? And she was like, you know, I have to work sometimes. I'm not in there like that. And I left it alone. And I just moved forward. Still watching, knowing, but needing confirmation. And here it was this morning. I didn't even start. I just was talking about Mason M's podcast. And she jumped in attacking me. Talking about, I'm mad. Ribma said, where your cigarettes? They're in this bag. Right. Happy Tuesday. Salt and Pepper and Vogue TLC are going on tour. Now, how much are those tickets? And who went hunting for Jay-Z tickets yesterday and got gold? Because when we were in Jonesy After Dark last night, they said there was a glitch because everybody was trying to get them at the same time. It's good to know that somebody's is still making money. Everybody else is rolled back, DEI, laid off, downsized, sunshine. Yep. Because when you grown, you know, I didn't know what it was or how it would come to a head. But all that yelling and cussing and fussing she was doing was not because of this morning. Mm-mm. And she she started this morning by putting the comments in. Nobody was talking to her. Nobody was talking to her. She want to come in defending artists, once again, defending artists that didn't even need defending, but to tell people that they mad because they're not making the money and these ain't old deal money. And shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Go get your own podcast. Go over there. Go over there. I beg to ask why you not with Truth Be Told no more. No, but she tried to take a jab and say, I'm on here begging. And I'm like, so now I'm supposed to not get in this whole podcasting world where everybody's making millions based on what Hot 97 created many years ago. Before streaming and all this shit was this. It was Hot 97, where you got all your shit from. The format we were doing, the format I helped create is what is making podcasts go. So, bitch, I'll be damned if I'm not going to capitalize off of some shit I had a hand in creating. And you can say begging and try and make it seem dirty and try and make it feel uncomfortable and awkward. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Closed mouth don't get fed, little girl. I'm going to eat, and I'm going to allow anybody in here that got their businesses that need to eat, and for us to be community and learn to rely on each other. That's how we were great back in the day. Bartering services back in the day. That's how wealth is built in community. But people like you make it seem bad. People like you make it seem dirty. Grow up. And if you felt that way, if she felt that I'm begging, right, and begging is bad, because that's how she made it seem. You're the one begging me. I make money. You're trying to shame me. No, nigga, you tried to shame me by telling me that my peers are winning with their podcast and I'm just mad. And then you put laughy emojis. You started this shit. You didn't like how it ended. You started it. Your hands ain't clean in this. I don't pay attention. I'm not even on their podcast. Like I said, I've never seen it, so I couldn't even make a real statement. But based on what I saw in that 5 minutes, but where do you come from? You within. You over here fronting like you good in the mix, moderating, but you got hatred inside your heart. You just projected how you felt, and now everybody saw it, calling in hot and heavy, out of control, like a child, like a hurt child. Shame on you. How dare you? She seems to equate money with being great at the expense of morality, and our community doesn't need this mentality anymore. I'm glad that we witnessed it together. And everybody could see what it is. And if I was out of pocket, oh well, leave. Because I know I don't just come out attacking people unless you're the owner of Crab Bay and even then, he had 2 years of grace. 2 years. I said nothing. And then I got triggered by that fake picture of Bow Wow. Did you know that was supposed to be Bow Wow? In that picture? Eating that food? You didn't know that? Oh my God.
The fat guy was supposed to be Bow Wow?
Bow Wow. I'm going to show you.
Who did that?
I don't know, but they need to be jailed.
I thought that was just some random dude just eating a bunch of seafood. I didn't know that was supposed to be Bow Wow. Now I see it.
And his fingers. Look at the fingers.
That is hilarious. AI can do wonders, I guess.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't feel safe. Right. Ayo is slick. You know the type. Yep. waiting for her opportunity to snap at me in front of people. And when she said, "You think you big and bad," did my rant yesterday like bother you? Like, why did that bother you? Vintage, why did that bother you? That had nothing to do with you. And if you feel like I'm out of pocket when I curse people out, or why you come back? Why do you come back? You got to ask yourself why. And you weren't never sending cash apps, so why the fuck you care what I'm getting? Too much. Thank you, Mimi. Is that who said Marla Gibbs was not here with us anymore? Yes. Yes. Natalie, yes. Now back to the show. Okay, Giddy, let's get some of the stuff, some of the clips up for today's show. Sorry for that hour-long distraction, guys. Yeah, no, she never liked me. She never liked me. You could tell. You've been in situations where somebody just explodes and you like, where did all this come from? Because if I did something to you, why we didn't have a conversation about it first, and then I could say, all right, I'll work on that, or I don't give a fuck, I'm not working on it. It just came. That means you never liked me to begin with.
One of the clips we're about to play, something just popped up, and it's just so appropriate right now. You got to listen to this.
Okay.
I want you to make your $5 contribution to these candidates in your neck of the woods. Your $5 to everybody. $5, and you got 1 million followers. $5 million. You easily win any election. $5 million. $10, that's $10 million. You $2 million easily win an election. Do your part. Now, if you don't do your part in your own community, and I'm telling you to do this in your own community, you see a guy, you see 2 people on stage. They're all in 10 packs. There's 100.
I just thought that was so appropriate to what was going on just now. And then we'll get into the actually Luke running for Congress.
But the mentality has to change. We've got to stop shaming each other for asking for support, because the only way any of these engines operate, be it our platforms, be it our running for office to try and change some shit for us, is with financial support, which is why we're always imprisoned. We are always bondage because we put shame on asking for money. We like to look at each other. Oh, nigga, you ain't got no money. Oh, nigga, you broke. It's that mentality, like, that's going to keep us in bondage. Yeah. Yeah. Is it still Mercury retrograde? It should be wrapping up. Every time I do that, you should be proud of yourselves. Oh, Nandy, let me see. Thank you, Nandy, if you sent me some. Thank you. I appreciate everybody. The Cash App is, you guys, yesterday, I guess it got sensitive and it stopped accepting. Hey, 222, that's an angel number. Say a prayer or make a wish. Okie dokie. I don't know. Is she still here? Yes, because there's no coming back from that. There's no coming back. As calm as I am right now, that's just me managing. That's just me managing myself. And me remembering what I got going on in my life outside of this. I will never allow anybody to play me out of position. Now, yesterday was entertainment, and that was fun. And again, that was a beef that was 2 years old, so that doesn't count. You guys were thoroughly entertained yesterday.
2026 election, and Luther Campbell is running for Congress. The former rapper, better known as Uncle Luke, says he wants to represent District 20. That seat is currently occupied by Congresswoman Sheila Sherfilis McCormick, who right now is fighting a federal indictment. Campbell rose to fame as a member of the Miami hip-hop group Two Live Crew. These days, he's known for his community outreach. He recently resigned as the head football coach at Miami Edison High School. Campbell says that he wants to bring a spirit of bipartisanship to Congress while addressing issues surrounding education, crime, cost of living, and immigration.
When you look at this district, it's 700,000 people in it, but at the same time, it's 300,000 people that are, they have temporary status that can be affected. And we know how Donald Trump feels about Haitians.
Well, we asked Campbell about his campaign and how he expects to run it. And he says, well, it's going to be fun because he's not trying to be somebody he's not and isn't running away from his past.
I love that. I love that. He's already ahead of the game in my books. What y'all think about that? Of course, it sounds like, nigga, you ain't never going to be Congress. But them unworthy, unintelligent, MAGA-loving, they're not. Marjorie Taylor Greene, the dude that they just brought in to replace Kristi Noem, they have no business, which makes me think, who is Congress really? Because they ain't doing shit what they're supposed to be doing. So why not Uncle Luke? Why not all right, so I don't want to call him a fool, but why not someone that is, how do I equate it to the inept Congress people that are in there now that fake it because they put on a nice suit? You know what I mean? Even that guy from Long Island that lied his way all the way in. And he said, I never said I was a Jew. I said I was Jewish. Remember that guy that tricked all of Long Island? But they were all down for it because he had the optics. He looked, he talked, and then they wound up fighting and getting him out. He went to jail and Trump just pardoned him. You know who I'm talking about. He's got a Spanish name. But so why Uncle Luke can't suit up? And we know where his heart is at. It's for the people. So I'm going to watch that closely. Let's see where that goes. Let's see what comes of it. And again, $5 per person ain't hurting. I had a list of 19 things that you can do to save yourself money. Not saying you need to. That was an opportunity. Thank you, Jacinda. It was an opportunity for me to take a dig, and I didn't. Applaud me, Giddy. Applaud me fast before I go ahead and take the bait and make the dig. Not that anybody needs help managing their money, but 19 ways. The first way they said is if you are like a Starbucks or a Dunkin' Donuts, all of that can add up to like $2,000 a month. Easy. Is that you? Tracy, I've heard Cameron serve as a game announcer. He does an excellent job of commentating his podcast sales originally from the sports knowledge. Okay. All right. Like I said before, I have never listened to it in its entirety. I was sent an episode this morning and asked to fast forward to 11. I go to 11 and I'm still only hearing giggling. It took too long for me to understand what was going on. And then I started talking about Jada and Joe. That was it. But that was but that needed to happen. That needed to happen, and it needed to happen today. Or I wouldn't have seen, she would have exposed herself. It's not unfortunate. I mean, no. So the coffee, who's that? Who's doing $20? They're not even making money. They got that $1 million deal, and Kim's still trying to sell that pink horse that's going to have them all them niggas being as small as Pinky allegedly in their podcast is corny. She stabbed you, shanked you, and she got mad. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, let that be. Look what happened this morning, and y'all watching it all play out. Those of y'all that been here from day one, y'all all saw that. Those are red flags. The devil will reveal. The devil always reveals. I felt it from the time she thought you didn't greet her individually and say good morning to the moderators collectively. It was always something. It was just always, it was never enough. It was never enough for the queen. Thank you, whoever this is. Wait, it's spinning. Thank you, Patria. Appreciate you. Thank you for that. Palmer Room's family, maybe. Star Gemini, we all saw it. Thank you, Kim. Kim, don't let you feeling away. I could tell. Don't let your feeling away about that silliness make you throw money. Don't. It's fine. It's fine. It needed to happen. We're good. We're good. She doesn't like we don't support Nicki and we like 50. Then she should have left a long time ago. Did Giddy cut the cake? He damn sure did. It's Truth Tuesday. Come on, hit that broken clock song. You right. How did it even go? I want the world to know I'm like a broken clock. I'm right at least twice a day. Was that it? Why y'all remember silly shit? Yeah, and then it'll be jealous of what? Jealous of what? That's for you to decide. What if I had you writing and yelling and breathing hard on the phone first thing in the morning and coming for people that wasn't even talking about you? Yep, you just got to listen and watch. Teach your daughters and your sons. I be telling mine, pay attention. Pay attention to who shows up. Pay attention to who's laughing at your other friends. Right? Getting offers, not getting offers. What are the offers? Pay attention. Because when you're not there, they're going to be talking about you. My sons know. I don't like nobody. So they work from that angle. Mom don't like nobody, so it's a high bar. And I tell them in front of their face, too. I tell them to their face. And if I find out that you're talking shit that you heard my son say in this house, I'm the adult. I've gone to jail for fighting kids and threatening them. So ain't nothing tough in that. It's probably a little weird. Probably a little mentally off over here. Maybe. But the world's on fire. I'm entitled. Thank you, Tony Thomas. And see, I've never watched it, so I don't know. Because it wasn't even about them. It was just that moment. But that moment needed to happen in order for me to see that she ain't for me. And it's okay. Everybody in here don't have to be for me. Some of you are not in the chat, punching the air, taking still shots and clowning me and joking in your own little circles. And that's fine, too. But when you step up here and you step yourself into a more pronounced position and you against me, that's when God steps in and says, let me show my child what's being plotted against her. I believe in this movement, and you had a dream about this. I'll text you about it later, huh? Oh, Lord, Kim. Kim the Swami Kim. Not another Kim telling fortunes. That we're not doing. All right, so what's the next That's why we have 2 eyes and 2 ears. There's truth to every joke shade. Yep. Today's youth are even more dangerous due to technology. Yep. Yep. You won't get another chance with me. Yep. Giddy, what's next that we got? Listen, I know everybody ain't got love for Jonesy. You don't have to. I don't know what each and everybody's reason is for popping up here. I don't know, but I know I don't have to let you closer or let you have access to my people. Right, Christina, this is it. This is it. Read that comment. And the silly thing is you'll never have a chance to say that's not why. Because we're done.
This is a little more serious issue here that we have coming up next. It's about the elderly rape.
Did y'all see this? Look at this. This man went in there working as a piano player in a nursing facility, a old people's home facility, and went in and raped the black mom. That's the daughter. Watch it.
To go along with that, those disturbing details. This allegedly happened at an independent living community in La Mirada. Now, this story is about sexual abuse. It's a very sensitive topic, and it's very tough to hear and watch. A betrayal of trust and delayed justice. Camille Anderson moved her mom, who has dementia, into La Mirada Heights senior living community 4 years ago, believing it would be a safe space. That belief torn to shreds last summer when prosecutors say Jonathan Alvarado raped her mother. Alvarado was a volunteer piano player at La Mirada Heights. The whole nightmare caught on camera.
I just screamed.
Anderson set up Ring cameras throughout her mom's apartment because of her dementia-related symptoms. Here is some of that shocking footage. You see Alvarado in the victim's bedroom, taking his clothes off. An hour later, you see him here, emerging from the bedroom, naked. Alvarado throws a condom in the trash can, then gets dressed. Anderson was at work when this happened, but started receiving several this happened. There's shocking video. Motion-triggered notifications from Ring.
When I had a chance to go back to my office and check my phone, I see on the notification picture that there was a man in the room bending down tying his shoes.
She called the facility and says 2 workers entered the room to check on her mother.
Are you naked, Mama?
Notice her confusion as they ask questions.
Are you okay? Everything okay? Yeah? Who's the guy who was here? Think about it, Mama, and slow, so you can tell me.
Do you know what happened? She's like, no. Okay, did you want to have sex, Mom? No.
Alvarado is facing felony charges, 1 count for rape, 1 for a lewd act on a dependent adult.
Kind of following the advice of the detective.
Anderson says the LA County District Attorney's Office has been slow to prosecute this case. She and her lawyer question why the DA has not announced it publicly, because they believe there could be more victims.
You expect a certain level of security and protection, and that does not appear to have been the case for my client.
We went to La Mirada Heights looking for answers. Motion-triggered notifications from Ring. The manager on site could not speak with us on camera, but we did receive this statement saying in part, quote, "We are disturbed by these allegations and will fully cooperate with any criminal investigation. Because this matter involves an ongoing criminal case and out of respect for the privacy of our resident, it is not appropriate to comment further."
I'm sorry, Ashley. I didn't mean to make you cry. I just wanted to bring awareness to the shit, and despite everything else that's going on, what's happening. And once again, police dragging their feet with an investigation. We still looking for Guthrie mom, but nobody hears about stories like this in the nursing homes. Yep, barbarians, demons. And he looked like it was something wrong with his ass too, the way he was holding them arms. So a lot of y'all still have y'all parents and are taking care of them. I don't know if they're, if they have home health care attendants. I love the fact that sis had cameras in. And nowadays cameras ain't that pricey. But as you can see, worth the investment. Did I tell y'all the story when Jalen was a child and I had a nanny, his first living nanny? And I just one day decided to run back the camera. I see this bitch waking up in the morning, making herself something to eat, not feeding my son, and she's sitting there rocking back and forth. She comes and sits in my spot in the living room where I used to sit, got her feet up, rocking back and forth eating. Jalen's coming over asking her for food, and she's swatting him away. So, you know, I made her watch the film with me, and all of a sudden she couldn't speak good English no more. So the cameras are not even an option. You got to get them. Got the power. Don't stop. Don't stop. You're the eyes and the ears that the elderly need. I hate hearing stories like this because I feel helpless. I hate watching the news now because I feel helpless. Like, we're all seeing the same thing. We all like, why is Congress not going to do anything? Why are they not doing something? And then we don't know where to go. We don't know what to do. We don't know where to go, because even your local leaders be on the take. My kids better put me in a hospital bed in the corner of the living room like normal. Yup. I have seen that. Why have I seen that? Why have I been in somebody's house and the whole hospital bed was in the living room? And it was in Philly I saw this. Yeah, no, them others, they be quick. They want that insurance money. Their parents become a burden. They throw them right in the finest facility they could find and be off on a cruise. That's right. It could have been our grandparents. It could have been our parents. My mom didn't have dementia, but when she was in the senior facility, I made sure I visited several times a day, and the staff knew who I was, didn't trust nobody. Yeah, you got it. And my mother said, her last days, don't be mean, because when y'all leave, they take it out on me. That's what my mom said. And they wanted us to believe that my mom was getting dementia. They wanted us to believe that, because she was telling us, when y'all leave at nighttime, the doctors coming in, they think I'm sleeping. I hear them talking over me. And this one is not a real doctor. And that one is that. And this is what they're saying. It sounded weird, but you don't even know.
Did you just see that happen to you? Did everybody just see the same thing I saw? You completely stopped. Are you having internet issues right now?
I don't think so. I'm having vintage issues. Did you get her out?
Okay.
I work in a nursing home, and it does and can happen, but thank goodness nothing ever happened at my job. My son is in Brooklyn. I definitely have cameras in his room just in case, but he's coming out soon. That's a lot of Philly living rooms, right? I knew. I knew. Yeah, we Haitians do that. We have the hospital bed in the corner in the house. Hey, look. It got to go somewhere. And that's the main floor. So, yep, I agree with this. That comment right there. Hi, Eric. Good morning. I caught a home attendant cursing my dad out. When I tell you, it was on God. Her ass got fired. But what's she cursing him out for? Like, why are you even cursing at your job outside of you being a podcaster? Like, how are you cursing at a senior? Yeah, just prop me up. Sit me in the corner and prop me up so I can see everything, even if I can't comment. Philly Chica. Mr. Curtis, where are you? Yep. All day. 222. Make a prayer or make a wish. Did Giddy freeze? Right, Mr. Williams. Right. This right here. But Tracy, there's got to be some extra sadness with that too. Is there? Keeping them at home and watching them, and then the memory of that vision. Is that super hard on you, or does it give you complete closure that you were there with them to the last day and you know that they were safe? Your mom died last week? Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that, Mr. Curtis. How old was she, if you don't mind my asking? This is the reality, people. We're older. So obviously, if we're still blessed enough to have our parents, they're older. Jacqueline, that is very noble. Thank you, Christine. Appreciate you, sis. Did Giddy leave? The damn home attendant used to eat his food and leave the bowl she ate under my couch so she wasn't feeding him. That's true. This comment right here. Sorry, Mr. Curtis. Appreciate you coming in, though, and sharing. I need to let the world know. I should have recorded that to the side. Okay, so it was me. Somebody out here messing with the internet. Okay. That's Giddy right there. My mom passed in sometime 18 months after. That is brokenheartedness. I believe that some couples are so bonded. And if you ever truly find your match, because I think that there are matches, and for some people more than one, because when the first match expires, that second match, if you're lucky enough to find them in your lifetime, that's when you get that brokenheartedness, because y'all are supposed to be together. That's what I believe. Hold on, I got to fit. Hold on, guys. I'll be right there. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. The dance turned into a romance. It gave a complete closure. You had conversations you never had before. This is so sweet. I wish I could play some sweet music. Hi, Marco. How's Cheryl? Is she home yet? Nah, not at all. She ain't that powerful. Child, please. I could turn this energy around if I want to. I'm going to turn it around. All you got to do is, what do y'all do to turn the energy around? We talked last night on Jones After Dark about Solange's son, Jules, with Tommy from Love and Hip Hop. For those of you that didn't make Jones After Dark last night. Oh, this is dopeness. Do you still have it? The daycare? And how long ago was that? Right. Broken heart is like, yeah, where the fuck you been all my life? And now you got to go. Yup. Natalie, thank you for keeping me on track. Thank you. Hi, Nia. Thank you. Or dine over something stupid like a chicken sandwich. Lie at my funeral, say I was skydiving or something. I think I'm gonna be the type of old lady that flashes everyone. Why is that not hard to see? What time is Jonesy After Dark? Yesterday was 8. But we need to put it on, it needs to go on Circle. So now, Reginae, Lil Wayne's daughter, y'all probably saw this already on Baller Alert, talking about her dad's love life and him dating Solange. I'm like, what is the fascination? Who dug them up all of a sudden while they headlining everywhere?
Have you ever been like, have you ever been like obsessed with one of your dad's girlfriends besides your mom? Like, did you ever like, I want you to be with her?
Yeah, I had a stepmom for a very long time. Like
really?
7 years. Yeah. My daddy was in a very, his first, after my mom, my dad's first ever, oh, this is your girlfriend? It was her.
Really? I was telling my friend, it's funny. I was telling my friend the other day, and I was telling her how, I used to love Nivea. Mm-hmm. I begged for, I begged for Niv to come to my party. I begged to dress like Nivea for my party. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, my mom always was just so jiggy about it. I used to come to her. Girl, I love Nivea. I love Trina. I love Solange. Yeah, he had a few. Have you ever been...
My mom is the same way, though.
Yeah, don't care, right?
Real play about it. Too. That was one girl, she was like, oh, yeah, that's my girl. That lady actually helped kind of mold me into who I am today. She was one of those. She was just a genuine person. She just poured into, even when my dad wasn't there, when he fell short, she would show up to graduation, school stuff.
So that's important. That's the village. I love the conversation that the young G's are having. I appreciate that. Giddy, you okay? You disappeared on us for a minute. So it wasn't slander about Solange. And I guess y'all probably already know. Why did Jonesy mispronounce Wayne's day? Wayne's... What? Day name like that? What happened? Oh, Kim. Thank you. I have bigger stuff going on. I can't be letting children get me out of pocket. So yeah, no. Trina, Nivea, and Solange were his women. Yeah, it was a nice conversation. Even just from what, see, the same amount of time was spent. The same amount of time was spent that I watched that Cameron clip and this one had me a little more engaged because it was not insider. You know what I mean? She made sure, she said the names. She made sure she let us know the context of, you know, wanting to be like your dad's when your mom's the ex and your dad's with the next, wanting to be. I got it. I stayed. I'm sorry. I can't not see what I see. And point it out. Okay, what is that?
We're going to try this. Do you hear me? Am I lagging?
No, you're fine.
Okay, because I'm working off my cell phone hotspot right now. Wait, did you do the Solange? I mean, did you do the Tommy Lee thing already or no?
We did it last night on After Dark. I didn't do it this morning.
Okay,
so
do you want to do it?
Yeah, sure. Tommy Lee is dating or was out on a date with Jules, who I think is 21. Is he 21?
It's been a crazy weekend.
Oh, baby, I don't know what to come
Man. I'm game. We're going to see you in a minute. Free Grace. It's been a crazy.
First, I suggest you pack your toothbrush. And then I want you to get.
I didn't shoot you. You ran into those bullets.
So everybody's speculating that Solange is going to have an issue with her son being with Tommy. I thought never mind.
They say he's 21 and she's 40 something.
Yeah.
She's a cougar.
It's After Dark on YouTube. Yeah, it's actually here. It's on the Pink Champ channel for now. The official place for it is on Circle, but I got to get my shit together. So, don't you think at this point Solange needs to, like, he's probably seen a lot of things growing up around that type of industry and that type of wealth, right? So even though he's 21 in numbers, is he maybe beyond his years, maybe? And it's not like they're the royal family. And by royal family, because I know they got scandal, I just mean like without scandal of their own. Solange can't have issues with her son dating older women because her ex-husband is older than her. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay. All right, good. So say this, so say it's done. We don't have an issue with it because Solange can't have an issue with it. Moving on. Did you see that? Can you pull up the Nicki Minaj story of her threatening to sue a doctor that claimed, maybe if you just type that in, it'll come up. Nicki Minaj threatens to sue a doctor. Ah, shit, sassy sauce. That ain't for now. Yeah, but sometimes when you're a teenage mom or when you get started too young, you want your kid to have the exact opposite. You want them to be as close to 35 before they first even have their first encounter, right? Sometimes if you start young, you want them to go old. If you wait long, go old, you want them to start young. Ha ha! Let's go. Let's go. So there was a doctor who made, and I don't know what kind of doctor it was, but made a comment about Nicki Minaj being washed and too old. And what else did he say about her? Let me see if I can find it on chat. And Nicki threatened, got right to it and threatened to sue. Who are you suing? Who are you suing? And he clapped right back and said, you can't sue me for having an opinion and stating the obvious. It's public record that you're 43. And that, in my opinion, is old, too old to be doing what you're doing and acting like you acting. And bring on any lawsuit. Here's my address. Thoughts, comments? Has Nicki seen her best or her best days behind her, you think? And can she turn things around from this very unpopular opinion of her? And at what point do the barbs hang it up? Thank you, Verena.
Yeah, I'm lagging. I won't be able to play it.
Natalie. Thank you, Linda. Kendra, thank you. Claudette, thank you. Anita and Michelle, thank you for yesterday. The Cash App is down, but thank you, people, for still and thank you for numbers in here are strong. When do the Barbies grow the fuck up and move the fuck on? When? And how many of the Barbies actually sit on the phone and talk to Nicki regularly? Like, is there something wrong with people that have never met people and fan out for them and like throw it all on the line for them?
Has also filed a lawsuit against a Nigerian influencer, Dr. Penking, over an alleged cyberbullying and copyright infringement. Now, the controversy started when Dr. Penking shared an old video of Nicki Minaj with the caption. The caption said, "Understand that she has gotten old to retire." Hey, Nicki Minaj said, waiting there for that. Anyways, so she posted this post and she said, "Do you have permission to use this video a few years ago to harass me on this or any other platform? You just..."
Well, I don't know what that is, but somebody said Nicki's time is up and it's Cardi's time. How old is Cardi? Did she do enough? Did Nicki do enough with her success while she was at the top? In you guys' opinion, I never followed. So again, is it fair of us to consider people's political views when I'm still fighting the fight about, I'm not in R. Kelly's private life. I'm just here for the music. So if I stand like that for R. Kelly, I guess I got to have that same position for the others, right? I don't know. Miss Britt is perfectly fine. Glad you made it. To Fantasy Island. Cardi is 33 and Nicki's 43. Okay. All right. Well, because I hate that we can only have one. You know what I mean? I hate that. We are our worst enemies with that. Always counting ourselves out. And even if Nicki's 43, does she look, well, who knows what 43 really looks like nowadays? There might still be space for that. I sent you the Jay-Z breaking his silence interview about those allegations he had with Puff. Where did you send them? I don't believe nothing Jay says. He's still denying that son. So how can you believe? I don't believe nothing. When I see a liar, there's nothing a liar can tell me that I'll ever believe again. Oh, wow. Did she threaten to push Cardi down steps? What did Cardi do? What did Cardi say to start it? IGTM. What Cardi do to start it? Oh, all right. So then we just need to ban all. Let me try and get in here. When people, what's your IG handle? Are we doing it? Are we going to do a bar ban here? And that's a good question. Wow, Natalie, you're getting the tickets. Get up, give it up for Natalie. She's getting them tickets for Jay-Z. That's $4,000. But you've probably got a great job to support it, or savings, or an entertainment fund. So I'm not even, you know what I mean? But that's going to be like a $7,500 night. Are you going to make a moment of it, or are you guys just going to go to the concert? How old was Little Kim when they started when people said she was too old? Which kills me. We still got rock stars that's like 90, ready to kill and doing sold out shows. I hope she don't listen to people. In my opinion, he looks just like him. Ain't no denying it. And even if you deny, you better. I'm not a fool. You're not getting my money. You don't take care of your child. You won't acknowledge your child and give him what he needs. So why should we give you what you obviously need? Because why are you working again? Because if you're doing it for the love, why are you charging so much? I'm still listening to R. Kelly. I'm going to always listen to R. Kelly. He could sell out Yankee Stadium any and every day. Leah, I'm sorry if you in here. I'm working. I can't talk right this second. Boycott the flying and concerts. I mean, I guess we should. But for those that got it, and you know what I mean? And maybe they don't go out a lot. Maybe they only go out to special events. Maybe they only go on a vacation once a year. Maybe this is what they're doing. If Gladys and Patty's still touring, and Kim should too. However, I need Kim to not dance provocative and let her dancers do that while she raps. And then if she did that, then we'd be complaining about that. Talking about she old, them knees can't do all that rolling on the floor no more. Was the bar set too high? I don't know. I'd love to see the Thelma and Louise tour with Little Kim and Foxy. If you ask me why we did it, hey, we did it for love. He tried so much because he overbid for the house for $200 million and now got a second mortgage on the house. Yep, we talked about that yesterday. But was that overbidding for show? Like, I'm not going to let them win. And now here you are. So now we helping the house. Now we helping them pay for the house that they ain't need another house for. Reppin', talked about that earlier. You think the prices will drop down at some point or no? Whose plastic surgery was to correct domestic violence injuries? I don't feel like celebrities owe every crazy who claims relation a paternity test. If you look like me, you do. And if you were with my mom, you do. And if my aunt says you was with my mom and I see pictures, you do. There were more, it was more than just a random paternity claim. You know what I mean? The logistics of the Roots picnic are sketchy since they moved it from the Mann Center to Belmont. Do the artists or the promoters set the price? Well, I think he's involved in his own promotion. I think he's part of Live Nation. I think he has a stake in it. So absolutely, he's going to have a say in it. Not most artists, but artists of his caliber, like him and Bruce Springsteen, artists like that, definitely have a say in it. Yup, Jodeci, it sure was. And I told you, Rashad from Tumbling Dice, he got the copy. Enjoy Yourself. They did it on top of the theme record. They did on top of Enjoy Yourself, and it's so fire. Is it really true Foxy is deaf? They said she went to perform at Kandi Burruss' dungeon party and was booed but didn't hear it. I'm not feeding it because I don't look. I need my eyes. I need my faculties. I'm not going to hell with you. I got the money, but I'm not supporting the concert. Okay. Right. We about to be in a depression. So maybe we get some excitement before we go into full depression, and that's why we get the tickets. I don't know. The prices will drop if no one buys the tickets, but Jay won't have that problem, and we can't trust each other. There's no trust. There's no honor amongst us hip-hop thieves. Yeah, and now it's personal anger between them because of recently Foxy seeing Kim with her daughter at a concert and telling people, taking pictures and saying she was in the nosebleeds. What is Giddy? He going in and out and in and out. And what is going on? I can't see you.
I can't see me either.
I wonder what's going on over there. Yup. It could still be if we could get, who do we need? Let Jesus Christ come to Foxy and Kim by the way of Thelma and Louise. That's a concert that I'd pay $2,000 for. And I don't like either. But I pay for the moment. I'd pay to watch you guys go crazy. Not for a nigga to just stand there and say lyrics and have no, you're not good looking. You're not sexy. You're built like a failed basketball player. I mean, I'm just saying, I can listen to the lyrics perhaps at home without the 2000, but those two chicks, they will work so hard to outshow the other with the dancers, with the pyro, with the freaking midgets coming in, with the guest appearances coming in. Are you kidding me? I would definitely pay $2,000 for a Little Kim Foxy Brown concert any day, my friend. Oh, Miss Britt, you got to share it. You got to share the footage. Share it. Share it. I still call him the camel on this show. I just don't call him. Yup. Bring in all the features, all the art, and every artist, A to the C to the D list, that they ever sung a hook for, did a collabo with them. Shit, they might have just been in the studio hanging out, would offer to be a part of that concert for free. They wouldn't even charge to come out and do their songs because they know the optics on that. How long ago was that concert? No, because all that height, and he transferred it to Blue Ivy, and now she wants to dance instead of hoop. Have you seen the length of Blue Ivy's arms? Those are basketball playing arms. Now, I don't know if she's athletic, but I would, you know, with the right trainers and stuff, she probably could be a great WNBA star in her own lane. How he bringing out Michael Jackson again? I don't even want to know. Right. Me and Kim is going to the concert. Who else coming? Who else paying $2,000 for the Little Kim Foxy concert? So far, it's just me and Kim in the nationwide bus charter tour bus. Ha! Look at this. Would you eat Tina Knowles gumbo for some front row Jay-Z ticks? I'm not eating Jay-Z for some gumbo. No, I don't fucks with them. But I respect y'all that do. Because I think he probably is really talented if all of y'all like him like that. I just never could understand. He goes too fast for me. And then I have to go back to try and get the double entendres. The only song I like from him is Brooklyn's Finest. And that other one with all the curses in it. Is there any wonder why? No, don't waste your prayers on a Kim and Foxy concert. But I'm just saying, a girl could dream. The next time we get an angel number, let's all I'm not wasting my wish on them bitches, on them two twits. They'd fuck up the bag the night before. Al, Shamika Holsclaw, Astoria Projects. What? What you know about that, millennial? No, I didn't see that, Reese Man. The Reese Man. Is this Reese? Reese Man, are you Reese? I saw Bobby Brown break down in the concert the other night because his brother died. Do you think we as Black people accept white R&B singers faster than a white rapper? I don't know. I don't know that we accept either. You know the one I'm talking about. I don't know the name. I be posting it a lot. Because country musicians are not accepting Black country singers, even though we started that genre. See, I don't want a verses. I want a concert. I want a concert. And again, only to see all the artists that will come out for them. Because then that could be that could be the beginning. They see all the support that they're getting from the culture. That could be the beginning of them create a new legacy for their daughters. And then what would be super dope if we could get their daughters in pictures together. In my opinion. I know we're never going to get that concert. Playing the absolute INT. They don't have to be in each other's areas or shit. Any type of collective creative activity, they can hire someone. I just, could you imagine Little Kim's daughter and Foxy's daughter being friends? Little Kim, Foxy Brown, Queen Pens. She's a little older. What's her name? Cardi B's daughter. Because I see her on the scene at shows. Let them all start a little crew. Culture, yep. And Rumi. Not Blue, Rumi. Blue need to get on the court. Blue need to go work on her dribble, her stance, and her free throw. Like Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy's kids getting married. She need to get to that dribble. Get out of that dancing. Let your mom do what your mom do. Let Rumi continue to be the wild card. How you dribble? We leaving out Kanye's kids? I mean, I was kind of thinking East Coast. How you separating? I don't think of Kanye's kids because I don't think of Kim as anything but trash. So I don't think of the mother while I'm not thinking of the kids. If the mother had talent of some sorts, then maybe I would say, oh, let's invite her offspring. Sunny Sky said, keep Kanye's kids out of it. No. And are you guys going to watch that documentary from Lamar Odom? I call them the white trashians. Set out to destroy O.J. Simpson. All right, let's move it on. I'm trying to find the DM. Let me use this phone.
Me to freeze outfit, and I let the mentor me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is hip-hop misunderstanding her? Who, Michelle Lemmy? I can't justify the dark shit and weird shit she do. I think she her. I don't think they misunderstanding it. Like, do she worship the devil? I wouldn't know because she don't do none of that shit around me. But they do have iconography and imagery that looks like it.
That was A$AP Rocky talking about.
And I ain't like.
Wait. And then here goes Clarissa Shields talking about the fight and that she hopes Egypt recovers mentally. Did y'all see that clip?
Egypt fight. And I ain't like that. I ain't like that. What had happened. But we got to stop thinking that resumes don't matter and that you know, anybody can get inside that ring and fight. It is not a fitness contest. It is a real boxing match. And you need to have real experience, real training, real trainers. It's a lot that goes into that, especially fighting on TV. I mean, she fought against a girl who was a 2-time Olympic gold medalist in Taekwondo. And she's never had a boxing match ever? Or competed and jumping inside the ring. I tell you what, Egypt confidence was off the roof. Whoever was on her team, confidence was up the roof. But that was dead wrong. She should not have been in there with somebody like that. Tretch, daughter Egypt fight. And could you imagine me fighting a girl who had no boxing experience and she come and fight me? That'd just be crazy, wouldn't it? No boxing experience. She get in the ring and she box me. She going night-night too.
Why is she staring like that? What the?
Yeah, y'all. I'm just.
What just happened?
No.
Oh, maybe she was reading the comments.
Seafood.
Candy wanted to keep the Todd Tucker divorce sealed, but says the other side, Todd Tucker, refused. Reportedly didn't agree to pay Todd a one-time $2 million payment and $10,000 to $25,000 a month for child support.
I feel okay now. You know, of course, it's been a crazy past, few months.
Yeah.
It's like you're not necessarily happy about it, but at the same time you want to be at peace with your decisions. You know what I mean? We are still communicating. Like, we have 2 little kids. You know what I mean? So we're still speaking all the time. We're still around each other. As a matter of fact, we still got to do spring break together.
Okay.
Oh, really? Because our kids, they want both of us to go. So we're going to, try to do this co-parenting thing to where we still can do family trips sometimes.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, it ain't going to be how we used to be.
Right.
But, we still going to try to bring the fun so that our kids can have a good time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
I feel okay now.
Yeah. Has he moved out? Is he in the guest house? Like, is he still next door?
At the moment, yes.
Okay.
Wait, he's still in the house, Candy?
Guest house.
Yes,
They got nice.
Yeah, that's what I hate about our stuff being open to the public.
See, I only know this stuff because it's out there.
Everybody's like, "Oh, she must got so died. That's why she's trying to seal their." Like, no, I just don't be wanting to talk to y'all about it. I wanted to seal our divorce, meaning like seal our paperwork. So every time something was filed, it wouldn't be public. Sometimes, I want to talk about it. I didn't say as much as I really have wanted to say.
Right.
Because overall, it's like,
right, Sunny Skies. We're not vacationing together.
Sometimes when some of that stuff is filed and, people are running with it, it's annoying. You want to be like, nah, but see, of course, you know what I'm saying? Because it's already public, you know what I mean? But, and then in the very beginning, when I first filed, I thought that, people would say something about it, like the day that it was filed, but I thought it was going to kind of fade.
Go away?
But then it was like,
oh man,
bigger, way bigger than I'm sure either one of us expected it to be. Well, definitely more.
Right.
Talk about
Big
it.
news, that part.
And let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
That part.
It's public knowledge, and you got bloggers just waiting. Like, we literally would have a court session, and bloggers were logging on, and we're on our Zoom court.
You got to be kidding
I
me.
promise you.
I
promise you.
Okay, so
now they would file to be pressed in our Zoom court. You know how you on Zoom? Zoom is very personal. It's not like you just in the room and people off in the back. Like, you're literally in my face.
Right.
I'm looking at you.
Are you serious?
Yes. And so it was, it's hard to, not, sometimes want to speak out. And like I said, people are like, oh, she talked about it a lot. Like, honestly, there's so much that I did not say. Some things, obviously.
Candy Birds that talk to y'all. Oh my God, we talked about it the other day. At the end of the divorce, now they're saying.
I can't take his voice. I can't do that high-pitched, fast-talking country rap with that. Ooh, that. I can't do it. Sorry. Not this early in the morning. But could you guys vacation together and maybe cohabitate together for the sake of your children? Do the children need to be a certain age for that to happen? Or is it, we not together, we can be civil, but we're not doing stuff together like that? You take your days and I take mine. Go. Eat these comments up. Go. Has she ever said why they divorced? I guess the scheme Todd set up was not bullshit after all. Bertha called it. Tiny tried to bring in my friend's 20-something-year-old daughter. For real? And what'd she say? Me too, y'all. Yep. When it's over, it's over. It's over for a reason. Now we're going to pretend like it wasn't that bad. It had to be nasty to get to the divorce. So why are we trying to pretend? Right. I agree. Now, if there's another partner, if he's moved on or if she's moved on, does that make you want to do them vacations together to make sure that the other person ain't there around your kids? Go. How does that even happen, Sunny Skies? What does that conversation even look like? Tiny approaching somebody's 20-year-old daughter. What is it? We out dancing and then you start rubbing up on her as a girl and then you go, what you doing after this? What you getting into? Is that how it starts? Candy don't want nothing with a peanut. Ladybird said nope. Alive said nope. Y'all can have them. I have a clear understanding of my boundaries, rules, expectations, and standards. Yeah. The Swiss, Alicia, Mashonda, and the other girl go on vacation. Yeah, let's move on. I feel like we're done. We're done with each other for a reason. And why would I want the kids to even see how sick you make me? Because I'm not one that quits, and I don't like to fail. And getting a divorce, failing at a relationship is one of those things, in my opinion. So did y'all see? There's so much going on. It's like, how do y'all keep up? The Breakfast Club. Are you guys watching The Breakfast Club? Is it different? Gas is $5. I get that when the kids are little, maybe, because they don't know. They won't understand. And you don't want them crying all vacation, wondering they're picking up something's different, something's wrong. But when they're like 10, 11, 12, right? Is it 10 old enough? Maybe 11, 12, 13. So we're not watching, y'all not watching Breakfast Club. Any reason? Is it because of they want you to pay? Like, how can they get beyond that? That's all that marketing, that iHeart. They just wanted that money. Ooh. She could say, nope, been watching Miss Jones. No. Well, I think Envy just did an interview with Rolling Stone magazine, so that's good for him. And maybe things will turn back around. They have enough money to be in separate suites. Oh, you talking about Todd and Candy. Tandy. Netflix. Okay. Do you guys watch for podcasts on Netflix? Or do we do podcasts on YouTube and Patreon and binge watching on Netflix? Besides you, Ms. Jones, I tap into Lenny Green and The Quiet Storm and old Wendy Williams experience clips online. I unsubscribe. I have Netflix and still don't. Thank you, Jodeci. I appreciate that. Thank you, Olivera. Inside joke. Tuned in to the YouTube interviews. So did they remove them from YouTube now? You can only see them on Netflix? Is that what's happening? And do people still have TV screens, TV monitors in their cars? Or is that old? I know it was the thing when my kids were young. The only thing keep them quiet on drives. Because I'm thinking if you got monitors in the car, you could still watch, the kids could watch. I mean, I don't know that the kids should be watching Breakfast Club, but podcasts is YouTube and Spotify. Not interested in watching podcasts on Netflix. I want to watch a movie or a show on Netflix. Okay. And Patreon. Well, let's see. I didn't do Patreon. I chose Circle. Let's see if I can finally figure this thing out. I made the room private, but I think I made it private prematurely because Giddy tried to test it out yesterday and couldn't get in because of that. There's no chat feature on Netflix. That's why they're losing engagement. So do you guys, when you chat on other podcasts, not talking about mine, on others, do they interact with you guys? Or are you interacting with each other and they're ignoring? I go on vacation with my ex, so I'm being petty. Baby finna be on me, bend it over nothing. You can only see the old stuff on YouTube. Hi, Asia. Hello, my friend. Ah, got you. Okay. They can only post clips on YouTube. Does that make you want to go watch? And how are they doing in Philly? What is Philly feeling? Candy's prenup said Todd had to be out the home in 30 days. I guess they disregarded it. Or is he technically in the guest house? Is that out the house? I listened to the whole Breakfast Club on YouTube. But how? Somebody just said you can't listen to the whole thing on YouTube, only old clips. Breakfast Club did interact. Okay, that's important. They interact if you pay super chat. So how do you just not? So somebody's watching and saying, "Oh, y'all got a super chat, so start talking."
I'm back.
Thank you, Che Bella, Funky Dineva, and Michelle.
I'm back.
I heard you.
Oh, okay.
They used to interact, but started to ignore YouTube for Twitch. Huh. So is Twitch an upgrade from YouTube from the watcher side? Because why would they give their Twitch viewers more attention? They have to make their own content. That's a lot of work. That's like 2 shows. Thank you guys for coming on here interacting with me. You guys are the only ones I interact with too. A bunch of weird teens on Twitch, but they gift a lot of money, huh? Maybe that's where Joe Buttons gets his majority followers from. Weird teens, you think? Or Old Star and Buck Wild fans, maybe? You and Funky Dineva would be good together. I don't know. I don't play well with others. Charlotte said Flix won't let them. They want the whole show. Twitch is easy to navigate as a podcaster. Godfrey is trying but says annoying jokes. I love Godfrey. Are you kidding me? He spent years with white comedians. I think he also went to boarding schools. So, but I love the fact that he uses all of his old experiences with the white folks and makes joke content. You stream on Twitch? Okay. Joe does big on Patreon. Funky's too shady. Yeah, I just don't trust I don't trust anyone that's probably watched me as a child or watched me in some magnitude. Because then I feel like they had an unfair advantage. They knew who I was. They know who I am. They've been watching, studying, learning, looking, listening. And then they come out of nowhere. I don't know shit about them. So we can't ever be parallel. Like, that will never happen with me. Yes, Bigger, I got it. Thank you. Twitch is full of teens. I love Godfrey when he say that. Leave Black people alone. In today's episode of Leave Black People Alone. Will you continue Thursday's show with Queen Slip and Shampoo? I don't know, because I'm not going to be there this Thursday. I wasn't there last Thursday. I'm trying to build my own platforms and do my own things. And a lot of them well, you know, I've been doing third Thursdays. But I have something this Thursday having to do with Pink Champs that I have to like things that are important to me that I have to sustain. He never went to boarding school. He went to Catholic school. All right, similar. You just didn't spend the night, but you was around that same culture, that same environment. It's a similar environment. It's a specific client maybe ain't the right word. A specific person that goes to whose families, you know, subscribe to the Catholic schools, the independent schools, the prep and the privates and the boardings. Jonesy, with you don't have those deep industry ties like some of these other channels. What do you mean? Deep industry ties? In what manner? Oh, Verena, thank you for trying to send another Cash App. It's still not going through. Cash App is the devil. You're obligated to yourself. Like Joe Biden won't say anything about, oh, so you mean I'm not true to that industry game? Absolutely not. And never will be, because the industry, the 6 times I've been reshifted and removed and Rihanna, Fenty, all of that, they ain't been true to my game. They only come along when they got something to promote and they know that you are a viable platform or a strong, honest voice that people can trust, because she ain't true to that industry game. They want to come. So no. Now you come when called, and if not, I'm good. You either come and talk, I'll talk about you. And I'll probably make it way more interesting. Like sometimes I don't be wanting to, if I see where something is headed, I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Because it's just sometimes unnecessary. Thank you, Verena, for keep trying. But when you get to a certain age and you've lived through things, you realize sometimes that some of your peers ain't strong enough to revisit it or make it through. So why put them through it for some likes or clicks? Thank you, Philly Chica. That's dope. Thank you. Joe gonna say what he feels behind the paywall. Well, he's done very well for himself. I don't get it. I don't know what it is. Thank you, Che Bella. Everyone changes once big sponsors take interest. Perhaps you gotta, it's a fine line because you want that bag, right? If you are blessed enough to be able to entertain, you want to be able to monetize your entertaining. There's no shame in that, which brings us full circle. There's no shame in that. You just got to make sure that their vision is your vision, or they get the fuck out the way and let you do what you've been doing. Now that they're on board, they got to let you drive the vehicle. Thank you, Mimi. I love having y'all here. And I love the likes, and I love the regimen. I love the routine. Of course, there's some bumps in the road. We'll get through those too. Yeah, there's got to be a healthy balance. Millions of dollars worth of game change so much. Some for the good, but some you can tell is for the money. That's where Wallow in them, right? Is that $1 million worth of gain? Yeah. That was like the first big podcast I knew about. And that was because I was still in the Philly area. I love you too, Grayson. Thank you, Chop Girl. Sunny Skies, gotcha. Yeah, I love their podcast. And whoever was doing their clips, they were doing clips where I didn't even know to look for their podcast. The clips was always popping up. They did great marketing. Are they still as relevant? Yeah, today's show was a whirlwind. But we learned. We all got a learning curve experience today. Ladybird, appreciate that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to start. Maybe we'll do it on Jones and After Dark. I know I've shown you guys. I know I have shown you guys this.
Hi, cat. Hi, sweet kitty. Hi, sweet baby cat. Sweet cat. Cat on a hot tin roof. Cat white hair is everywhere.
I know I've shown this to you guys. I think this would be great. Maybe. Jones and After Dark. I showed you guys this. No, these are better than the Epstein files. These are the Wendy files. I've got every show here. I even have a dad. I don't know what's on here. Wendy Drops. This is from 04. January 04. This is vintage Wendy. This is definitely. Oh my God. This is definitely Jones and After Dark worthy. Thoughts, opinions. How do I play it? I have 3 CD players. I have a boombox, and I have a CD player that I bought last summer because I was going to play this in the glamping trip. And I have like a Victrola, like an old-fashioned Victrola, but it's not old-fashioned. It's old now, but it's a new Victrola that has CD. Right? Yeah, so this is where the subscription comes in. That's going to make Jones and After Dark get his nod in his head. Premium value.
You better put that in the safe.
We got to do something with it to transfer it.
What do you need to transfer for?
Because the discs might.
As long as they don't break, you can make records from that. You can make acetate from those things.
So we need to do that.
Break. But
this is crazy.
You got a gold mine there.
This is crazy. Let me try and play one. Let me see how it sounds. It's so much stuff in here. This whole binder, this whole bindage. The Wendy binder. Now let me see.
Hi, cat. You don't have to move. Stop acting scary.
All the cat dust. Cleaning lady do not get everywhere she should. And then when I check her on that, let's see what happens. Oh, there's a Wendy disc in here already. Let's see what happens. Now we got to see the wire. I don't think that's it. Oh, this is it up here. Let's see. We plug it in here. Is this the right?
Grayson, you're funny. Save you some of that cake. When my internet died, I didn't have one piece. I had two.
All right, let's see what's happening. Let's see.
Wow. It's the Wendy Williams experience. You do
Wow.
need to hear. Coming up next hour, I have in my hand an article written by, where's my background music? Oh, okay. All right. An article written by a guy who was straight hating on Fantasia from American Idol. And you have to hear this. Plus, Robert Smith, Brandy's ex, spoke out on a radio station in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
No, nigga, it was mine.
And,
she always want to give credit.
I got what he said in my hand. And well, let's just say.
She used to get mad.
Wow.
Because I was mourning, so I got stuff
I'm gonna
first.
address that next hour. This hour, we're still talking about beauty, monthly beauty. And don't look at me like that. F the beauty. I hear you, Brooklyn. West Philly. F beauty, Wendy. Let's talk about Barrino and Robert Smith. No, I'll do that next hour. By the way, look at Carney Wilson, 60 pounds up from her gastric bypass. She's officially a fatso all over again. She's, well, is that obese or is that just a fatso? She's just a fatso. Yeah, she's not obese.
See, and this why your legs, because you went too far. You will go too far when Robert Smith gave that exclusive interview to me, Mike Sean, Envy, and Ebro. We broke the internet that didn't exist with that interview. And Wendy was so mad because every morning I was kicking ass and getting the exclusives, and no one wanted to go to her because she didn't know how to work it. She was always, So they would come to me, and then she'd be left trying to figure out a way to make the same story interesting. So listen, but let's give it up for.
It's definitely classic there.
Yeah. And now look, how many years later, and Brandy is top of mind again. I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
That's definitely circle material.
Here's what Dave does when he's disgusted with anything. Very sloppy white woman there. Looks like white trash. Oh no! Wait, you want to know what? It's not. I mean, she looks better than she originally did, but I'll be damned if I can't. I got a cosign. Look at that. She gained 60 pounds. And the horrible part is that she did this 90-minute gastric bypass on the internet for the whole world to see. And she dropped over 150 pounds. So she's gained almost half of it back, even after going around the country extolling the virtues of gastric bypass surgery and writing a book called I'm Still Hungry, Finding Myself Through Thick and Thin. She also posed for Playboy. After the gastric bypass, with all the skin and meat hanging and stuff, she had to get a tummy tuck. She got the breast lift. She got a little liposuction. And she says, look, the procedure alone does not fix old habits. She also goes on to say, it's hard. It's just as hard to keep the weight off after gastric bypass as it was to attempt to lose the weight before gastric bypass. If you don't get over your emotional snacking and don't exercise, you'll gain the weight back. Lisa, I hope you're listening on the internet. Good luck.
So I say all that to say, right. And to say, who's freaking old eating habits?
You say the White Castle bus. Wait, no, you went yesterday?
I DoorDashed it because I couldn't. So let me tell you what happened, because the show always ends about food. I have 4 of these. I only ate 1 because I tried to DoorDash a Cuban sandwich.
All right.
For me
You
and for
told me.
Chet, and it was disgusting. It was what? You know what? I wish I could.
You're supposed to take that out and take it back to them today.
Let me see.
That's bad when your alternative was White Castle.
Let me see. I put this shit in the trash. Oh no, this was something else. This is the food from Comedy Harlem. Now we're going to do trash to get to trash. Disgusting ass store.
Emily, that's what I believe. I think the DoorDash person did something to that. But then they put tomatoes on it. So
disgusting and nasty.
Yeah.
Look at this nonsense.
Philly Chica talk about and call ice.
And I'm calling ice. This is what they sent. Nasty and wet, thick, and what kind of Cuban sandwich is this?
I don't know what they was
Wait.
making.
Let me show you with the lettuce and tomatoes. Why does a Cuban sandwich have that?
It's not supposed to.
This is disgusting. This is disgusting. Everything on this is disgusting. Ew, ew, ew. It looks like they put Thousand Island dressing. This is not. No.
Somebody made the wrong sandwich.
So I will take this back today. Personally.
Yeah, because that $10 refund ain't enough for me.
Right. And I got the other half of the damn sandwich in here.
Philly Chica said that's from the hood of Cuba.
I'm taking this shit right back because that don't make no sense. I'm getting mad again. So then after that debacle, I ordered Moe's. I guess I was trying to get to a Spanishy feel yesterday. Moe's came. The quesadilla was trash.
Oh my goodness.
It was supposed to be steak and cheese, simple. The steak was dry. The cheese was too thick. Right? The only thing I liked was the queso cheese and the nachos. I mean, the nachos. And then I still wasn't full. So then late last night, I ordered White Castle from Patterson, New Jersey. But here's what I don't like. When you look at White Castle the next day, look at the burger. It's disgusting. Like, what is that? Cardboard? That is cardboard.
Murder burgers.
That is cardboard. Look, that's not even meat. I don't know what it is, but I had the nerve to get a double. Like, it's my fault. So, and I didn't feel like defrosting at that point. It's too late. Defrosting because niggas had me on Jones and After Dark. I did season my son's meat for him because we always put the kids first. And then I left myself to this. It looks like cardboard, like thin cardboard. It really does. I don't know why we loved it growing up.
They were the best. Were until we knew better.
Yeah, and there's a place in Hackensack called White Manor.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
The only thing with White Manor is their burgers. They're square and little like this, right? Same concept. But their burgers are square, but they're real burgers. Like they're thick. So like you don't need as many. They're filling. It's like tasting a mini square real burger. But it's not really seasoned that well. So here we go at 11 with food. Jonesy, go to Cha 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 in Kenilworth. Great Cuban restaurant. I was there Friday. Okay. I'm going to try that. Why are you collecting food like infinity? What am I supposed to? I went in the trash. Well, this was still out next to the sofa where I fell asleep at. Che Bella, yes, I know YouTube got all the recipes.
Yeah, I had I made corned beef and cabbage the other day, and I'm
Truth be told,
turn the corned beef into corned beef hash today.
I stopped eating beef because of cancer, and I feel better in my body. Yup, I know it does look like a scrapple sandwich. Yup, I just had to go back. Truth be told, and watch the madness. Jonesy, we love you. What happened? Ask your mans and then what happened. Ask that girl what happened. No shade to you. I'm just saying. It felt like she been building up. She been feeling away for a while. Because it was always little things that I just ignored. And then today, I made a statement about Cameron and them's podcast because we were trying to listen to something and it was not giving what it was about. It wasn't giving. It was just giggling and laughing. And so I started talking about how podcasters aren't necessarily great storytellers necessarily. And some other things, but nothing towards her. And then she decided to put a 4-page letter in the comment section talking about y'all are mad. Y'all just mad because they're getting paid and it's not off of old deal money, and then put laughing emojis in it. Like, who asked you? Who asked you anything? And who are you to say, who are you whose page you're moderating to say I'm mad at anything? So that means that she was mad at something and it came out in that form, and I really don't care. And y'all can address it on y'all show tonight. I don't care. But don't think that by saying that here, that my people gonna go and listen to your show tonight. They will because they nosy. I might even pop up. No, I'm not popping up on your show. What time does your show come on? I stopped eating beef and red wine also because of cancer. Oh my God. Is the White Castle horse meat? 9. So everybody will be going Jonesy After Dark at 9 tonight. Jonesy After Dark, 9 o'clock tonight. That's shade. You said why 9? Because that's what time y'all going. I'm going to go. I'm going to record you guys, and then I'm going to respond on my live to whatever she said. No, she's on the Truth Be Told. Well, is she gonna be on there with you? Sunny skies. Yay. You said pull up, Jonesy. Let's talk it out. Nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. I thought I was very calm and receptive and reserved this morning to the conversation that she didn't want to have because she was too hyped. She feels like I offended her saying, do you work? But it was not coming from there. It was coming from the, you putting laughy emojis in, talking about I'm mad because they getting paid and it's not off an old deal. So what was you saying? Okay, I'm still watching the Murdoch story. Yup. I thought we was going to listen to what old girl got to say. Who, Wendy? Grayson said 8 p.m., please. I don't know if we're going to do a thing tonight because I think my energy was low this morning, which thank God it was low this morning. I think my energy was low this morning because I did the live last night and yesterday morning, right?
I think so. Mine was too.
Yeah, we gotta recharge. Let them talk. Let them talk wherever they want to talk. Thank you, Alive. She must not work if she got offended. If it don't apply, let it fly. No, she said she works.
What's your favorite slogan? A hit dog, a holler.
But wait, but the assault on me was,
yeah, that was ridiculous.
You're the one sitting up here begging people to pay. I have a job. Okay. Not that you need to know my business, but technically I do too, because there's such a thing as contracts. People just can't let you go without still paying you. So, but I don't bring y'all in my personal business. And even if I wasn't still getting paid, then I would still be asking to be compensated for my content because that's what everybody does. So what am I not supposed to be asking to be compensated?
You're doing nothing wrong. We're just going to keep growing.
She was trying to shame, right? She was trying to shame. But why? Why? Because obviously that animosity has been brewing within her for some time. And I felt I'm an energy receptor. Receptor. I can tell. I may not be able to identify the source, but I can tell when it's aligned and when it's not aligned. And I knew it was not aligned from the first time I emailed her and asked her specifically how to do the Jonesy's Juice thing. And she still came back on and did it her way. Bye, Che Bella. You mean to tell me? The Murdoch. I think it's just called the Murdoch Files or the Murdoch Family. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Maybe look all that. Ain't nobody. I'm not trying to love on nobody that ain't got that sits here with fake love. The best love I got today was exposing it. I saw it. She came in the chat unprovoked, fighting again for artists she don't even know like that, defending them and trying to attack me. Yeah, I'm blocking too. Once I figure out how. Natalie, thank you. Because we have links luncheons to do. Thank you for appreciating that, Natalie. Thank you, Asia. All right, Candy. I'm fine, Miss Britt. My energy is just low because we were up playing last night. And being the bigger and the better person is exhausting. It costs a lot of energy. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Right, Asia. We knew that right there. We knew. That's why we started watching. That's why we removed from all interaction and started watching. I knew. Everyone have a great day. Check out the Outfox documentary from years ago. Okay, we'll do. Dynasty, the Murdoch story. That's what it's called. So say it is. So say it's done. Thank you, Giddy. Glad
You're
you got
very
your
welcome.
in.
I got to go work out now.
After all them cakes.
When my internet was down, I didn't have one piece. I had two.
It's okay. Where's the link for the luncheon? I will send it to you.
Oh, we didn't do that.
It's okay. Because you know what? I was talking to somebody and they said they don't even know if it's, I think it's open now because the flyer has for tickets, but I don't know. Because
Maybe you should check that first then.
I'll check that first.
All right. Everybody have a great day.
You have it, Natalie? Is it open? I don't know if we should. The thing is, Jonesy, I see you be forgiven to a fault. You let her back in your good graces by next week. No, not this time. She was a wild horse today, a wild boar. 11:11 about to hit. And I'm going to pray. There it is, 11:11. Pray. All right, I made my wish. Sending you back positive energy. Talking loud and saying nothing.